first day down, and you could tell it'd been a 3 or 4 day Christmas break, and it was getting a little bit of heat adjustment there. But today, I thought they really responded well. We had a really, really good day today, so really proud of them today.
Did Duke take part? Duke coming along. He missed all those practices.
Yeah.
Can he be ready for the bowl game?
Yeah, practice today went good.
Did you practice yesterday?
Got in yesterday, practice today, went good.
Is the plan to play him? Is he going to be available?
Coach, I think, is going to talk about all that tomorrow.
Is his vision okay, Rhett?
Yeah, Coach is going to address all that tomorrow.
We talked a little bit back in Auburn about the younger guys. How ready is a guy like Tony Stevens if he's got to be counted on in a game like this?
Well, you'd like to think Tony, he didn't redshirt, and so he got to play some last year, and then he's gotten to play some at times this year. So he hadn't played a ton in those 2 years, but he's not a young guy anymore. So he's been making some plays lately in practice, which give you a lot of confidence. I know the quarterback's got confidence in him, and if he gets numbers called, he'll make some plays.
How about Melvin Ray? How big could he be in that situation?
Yeah, Melvin's been steady all year. I mean, I know he hadn't gotten as many balls as probably he deserves, to be honest with you, because he does all the little things right, and when he has gotten the ball thrown his way, he's made the play every time. So got a lot of faith in Melvin.
How do you think CJ projects the NFL level?
I don't know. There's a lot of versatility with CJ. Obviously, he hadn't put up big numbers because he's been very selfless here in the last 2 years and moved around and played a bunch of different spots. And credit to him for never getting frustrated, always being a team guy. I mean, he's played inside receiver, he's played outside receiver, he's played tight end, he's played H-back, he's thrown something. I mean, so he's done a little bit of everything. And so I would think his length, his size, his intelligence, his versatility would give him a shot.
As far as what you've seen on tape from Wisconsin's defense, how do you guys match up against them?
Well, they're really good. They're really good. They get off the field on third down. They're really good. They don't give up. They give up under 60 plays a game, I think. So, it's hard to stay on the field, and I think that's why they've won 10 games, and really that last game I think was more of the exception. The rule is almost just kind of an outlier, in that everything could go wrong went wrong. They've been really good on defense, and they fly to the ball very well. They play man coverage well. They play zone coverage well. They pressure well. So. There's a reason they won 10 games and played in the Big Ten championship game. It's a tough matchup for us.
Rhett, they run a base 3-4, which is a little different than you've seen from a lot of teams this year, and they do a lot of blitzing from the linebackers. Just how different is that for the offensive line compared to what you faced thus far this season?
Not at all, because really, I guess they say they base out of three down. They're in 4 down more than in 3 down, but they do both. And everybody we've played recently, from Alabama to Georgia to on down the line, we've seen just about both fronts from just about every team. So at this point in the year, you're ready for either one. A bowl game's kind of like that first game of the year too. You have a whole month. You got to be ready to adjust. There's going to be some new wrinkles on both sides, but we'll have to handle whatever front they throw at us. But our guys are prepared.
And obviously these guys and you guys won't as expected to be on a little bigger stage. How have these guys dealt with that and getting ready for this game?
They responded well today. They're happy to be here. They're having a good time. It's a great bowl, great opportunity to be here in Tampa. And bottom line is we want to finish this year right. The seniors that have done so much, won 20 games, won over 20 games in the last 2 years to get us to this point. We want to finish it right, send those guys out the right way, build momentum for the future. And we're playing a really good team that gives us a chance to finish our season on a strong note. So we're really motivated. It's a different motivation, but still motivated nonetheless.
What have you seen from Nick since coming off the record performance in there?
What have I seen from him?
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, he's Nick. He doesn't change a lot. He's been good. He had a really good practice today. Threw the ball really well. And, I've been proud of him and really a lot of those older guys that this is their last game, especially the guys that have a chance to go play at the next level. They're treating us like any other game, and that's what you want to see.
Any update on Jalen Denson? I know he didn't make the trip down. So.
No, not at this time.
When you bring up the future, obviously you want to win the game, but is there a plan to play Jeremy in this game?
He may play. He's always got a chance to play, but, it's just Nick's our starter. It's our last game. We want to do everything we can to win it, so that'll unfold however it unfolds. There's not a specific plan one way or the other.
These guys kind of going into the NFL draft, the seniors and stuff like that, how much can a bowl game affect their stock?
I think anytime you have a chance to put on the tape and play well and show what you can do, it's always a great opportunity for you. And I think those guys are approaching it that way and expecting to play really hard.
Avery submitted his paperwork for evaluation. That's pretty standard. But if he were to choose to leave, hypothetically, 1, do you think he's ready? And 2, do you guys have a contingency if he were to choose to do so?
A lot of those guys just want to kind of know where they stand. We'll cross that bridge if and when that gets here.
What was the thinking? I guess Austin Golson moved inside a little bit to center. What was the thought process there?
Just we're losing the Remington Award winner. So We feel like we got some good guys, some good options in there, but we wanted to kind of exhaust all our options during this bowl practice, so we don't have to wait to spring ball and okay, we think this guy can do it or not. Now we have information that in second half of January and February, as we're getting ready for spring ball, we can kind of set our depth chart and hopefully have the guys in the right spot day one, so we can take advantage of those 15 practices.
Is that a little bit different than last year? I mean, last year at the national championship, you guys maybe played the younger guys a little bit less when you're in Auburn?
The first few days we didn't, but there's definitely a little bit of a different mentality when you were getting ready for that. But we scrimmaged them last year pretty good, and we did the same thing again this year. Last year we didn't maybe have as many young guys that were available to scrimmage. A lot of them were playing or in a role to play. So, but I thought it's been good this fall, and pretty similar to last year.
When you go into a game like this, there's so much talk about Melvin Gordon. How much do you think people will be talking about Cap in a game like this?
Cap hadn't been one of those guys that got talked about a lot all year, but he led the SEC in rushing. Really proud of what he's done. He's been excellent in pass protection. He's made a lot of great plays catching the ball. And if I know Cap, he's just going to go out and play his heart out this last game. Melvin Gordon's a phenomenal back. I mean, they got a great matchup with two great backs. But, I expect Cap to be what Cap's been, and that's just pretty steady. And if he's not that flashy, he doesn't really care. But, he's going to do really well after this game at the next level, I think.
And I know he said before the season he was, with all the talk of Trey leaving, he was trying to make everybody forget about that. Did you think he consistently had that attitude the whole way through of just proving his worth, so to speak?
Cap's played with a chip on his shoulder since he got here, including last year. And, and I think that when he got his opportunity this year to be the guy, he seized it. And like I said, you're always happy when your guys have success, but someone like Cap who does everything right, is a great teammate. Just as a coach, it's really fulfilling to see him have the success he's had, and he deserves everything he's got.